organizations were very, very technical. It wasn't easy. Even today, I tell my salespeople stories of how I have dashed out of a textile mill in tears because I couldn't convince the managing director that he should buy my product. I'm talking about 12, 15 years ago. It was initially a little hard because none of it made sense to me, and I'm not a science graduate. Later on, I discovered that actually I had an advantage in being non-technical because I could very quickly see the customer's perspective.
That's right. Yeah.
And portray the benefits or the USPs in terms of non-technicalities. So it's not been too bad. I'm not complaining. I've also understood that at the base of all of this hype about engineering and technology, it's all very commonsensical.
That's right. It's not rocket science after all, as they say. But let me ask you, this whole thing about energy sector has seen a growth like never before. There's this unprecedented euphoria. There's this unprecedented demand, as they say. Look at the power IPOs they're coming, hugely overvalued, some of the analysts, the critics say. But what's your take on the sector? Do you think that time for the sector has come finally and, the sector has finally arrived?
Indeed it has, and it's not just the power generation sector that has arrived. I think the time has come for the energy efficiency business.
That's right.
Because the costs of power are going up, and everybody is becoming more conscientious about what they use, right from kids at home up to CEOs. In fact, there is this, I heard somebody say this very nicely. He said, energy costs have moved from the boiler room to the boardroom.
That's right.
And it's so true because today, after labor, the thing that is exercising most CEOs' minds in India today is the cost of power.
We are here at the global headquarters of Conzerv, and we of course figure out what the company is all about here at this factory, which really hardly looks like one. The camera will of course capture more of that. But we'll get into an action-packed day with Hema here. There's another one machine. So you have a nice little green patch even outside your office.
Yeah,
I have. A lot of green.
Lung space, and that is a story by itself. When our chairman had done a lot for our company and sort of rescued us from the doldrums, I remember asking him, what can I do for you? You have done so much for me. And he just pointed to a picture of Mother Teresa and said, don't do anything for me, do something for her. So today we actually do a lot for her missionaries of charity. And I do two interesting things. One is all our induction programs, our new first day recruits are sent to her homes. I've done benchmarking visits of my people to their homes to show how clean their toilets are. And I said if 5 nuns and 130 mentally challenged inmates can keep bathrooms so clean you can eat off the floor, why not us?
A lot of CSR that I see here, but this is one painting in particular that I'd like to point out. When you look at this painting, I think deep down the woman is a lot about serenity, about calm, the blue and the greens. So very signify you at one level?
I hope so.
And it's interesting, we're going to talk about this. It's interesting how she really got into the business. This wasn't really what she was supposed to do after her IIM Kolkata degree. She in fact went on to do advertising for a while before that. But we're going to trace how she really got into this and converted what was really a business in shambles to what it is today, with PE investors, foreign shareholders, all looking at that share of the pie. While Hema checks her mails and connects with people, Conzerv people actually across the world, we'll go and figure out what her staff really thinks of this managing director. She's, like I said, she's very different from some of the CEOs we've met before. Let's figure out what the staff has to say about her. Hi, that's
Hi.
Abhinesh. Let me just keep seated. Let me just figure out, I've been with Hema since morning, and we've been talking to her and getting a sense of what she's about and how she's turned this small family-run business into this. She's very passionate about people. How would you assess her as a boss? And don't just give us the cliches, give us the real assessment. What would you say is her biggest strength or weakness?
Biggest strength, I would say, is how she manages to get the best out of people is simply because the way she throws the challenge back to you. Like I would just like to tell a small incident. When I joined here as a fresh year from my graduation in MBA, you know, the first time she met me, the thing that she told me was, if I have to tell you what you have to do each time, then I don't need an MBA here.
True.
Okay, so though she was very point blank in the statement that she gave me, it meant a lot to me. Even now I keep telling it to my friends.
True.
The kind of freedom that she gave me through that statement. Since then it was never looking back, I should say.
That's right.
You know, I joined as a sales engineer trainee. Now I am sitting in here as a product manager, managing the new products that we are launching for the next year.
True.
So it has been a big transition. So
there, the chances and the provisions to grow, you do not really carry your legacy here in Conzerv. You somehow build it on your own. So it doesn't matter whether you're a campus fresh or you've come here with 5 years of experience. They're all here at a level playing field to do what they do best. We told you it was going to be an action-packed day for Hema here at work, especially since she travels so much. We're going to get through this meeting and figure out what is this new exhibition that the group is planning.
Hi, Supriya.
Hello there. That's your team discussing an important meeting. We're going to intrude just for a while.
Sure.
We're not going to get sensitive details out of this. But what is this planning about?
Well, we are very excited because we are discussing our displays at an international exhibition that's coming up shortly. And yes, it's all about building brand equity. Brings business certainly, in fact it gives you international exposure because India is so much at the center of everybody's attention today that what we used to think was an Indian exhibition has now suddenly become international in its exposure.
So there you see, the business as usual continues. We of course not going to stay back and get trade secrets out of this meeting. We'll wait for her right outside. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can already smell food and I think I'm already hungry. So we're going to step into this canteen where the entire staff here eats, from the shop floor workers to the managers to even Hema, who's going to be joining us for lunch. This is one of your 3 factories that really manufacture equipments for the business.
Yes, that's right. This is the largest and it makes stuff for the global markets. And we have 2 other factories. One is in Daman, which serves the western market, and one is in Parbhanu, Himachal Pradesh, that serves the North Indian market.
But what's your capacity production here, and how are you looking at expanding that, especially with sales figures looking at being doubled over the next 1 to 2 years? How do you look at expanding this business?
Yeah, well, manufacturing capacities have been going up at about 25-30%. We make about 25,000 meters per month right now. And